Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the North Wilkesboro Speedway here in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. How about it? We're actually going to be here in real life over in the NASCAR Cup Series. I'm not going to be here. I'll be in Indianapolis next weekend, but hey, regardless of the fact, what a surprise it was when they announced the All-Star race being here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. That gave us a reason to come back here in the Wawa Cup Series. Southern States 400, Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tonight, it's Sprint Series night in America here around the 0.625-mile short track. And the top four finishers will be in the halfway race of the season of the Wawa Cup Series. Of course, this is the halfway race of the season for the Wawa Sprint Series, and only 6 races remain until the cutoff. Join alongside Nathan Staplin for the call of tonight's event. And Nathan, it has been a very interesting season. A lot of drivers have kind of pulled away in the points, and as long as they continue to sign up these last 6 races, they should be good to go to make it into the chase. And then you got some guys who are right along that cutoff line. Luna Lona, Bruno Diacomo, Dale Johnson II, all in this race. As a matter of fact, the top 16, yes, top 16 drivers in points are in this race here tonight. How do you think the points are going to shake out here at the end of this race here at North Wilkesboro?
Boy, oh boy, it's getting very, very tight, especially on the cutoff line for the Sprint Series drivers. And it's going to be interesting what happens here. Theoretically, Luna Lona, who is currently the last one in, could bump out, and Will Parrish could bump in, with it being a max of 24 points per race. So, very tight for the cutoff, but for drivers like Vincent Leff, Barlow, Taylor, Oskin, the top 6 are pretty comfortable, plus 54 up. So, it's going to be interesting what happens for that. But, North Wilkesboro, a short race track here, and it could be a sign of what happens here in North Carolina.
It's going to be a very fascinating race. Of course, this isn't the first time we've been to North Wilkesboro on the channel, so the Southern States 400 going to be the 3rd time we've run that race. But first time these guys have been here, so going to be interesting to see how this race plays out. Of course, with it being a short track, the cautions will be 4 laps, or yes, 4 laps long, I do believe, due to the fact that 2-lap cautions on short tracks just simply do not work out. But back to the point standings. Jim Vincent is the points leader, 79 points ahead of the cutoff. He starts dead last today in the 33 car. He's been in the 07 a majority of the season, just barely made signups for this race. Trey Bartow, 71 points ahead. It's been a great season for Bartow, but he's yet to go to victory lane. Skylar Taylor, they've won on both Bristol and Martinsville so far coming into this race. They start 3rd. Great opportunity for Taylor to possibly even take the points lead. He's 68 ahead of the cutoff, I should say. Sam Oskin, 67 ahead. Avery Alford, 66 ahead. You got Benny Moore there, 54 points ahead. Those 6 guys pretty comfortable to make it into the chase. And you got Cole Raymond, Philip Torres, Joe Rutkowski, 25, 23, 22 ahead respectively. Torres and Rutkowski have gone to victory lane this season. Cole Raymond has not, but Raymond has been in every race so far this season. And you got Luna Lona there, 6 points ahead of Bruno Diacomo. Diacomo's been trying so hard, and he starts ahead of Luna Lona in this race, but starts on the outside lane. We'll have to see what happens to him. Then Dale Johnson II, 14 points behind. Will Parrish, 21 points behind. He starts in this race today as well. Emily Bull, she's back behind the wheel in the number 60. She's 33 behind. And then Mason Brown, 47 behind. Roy Ribbleton, who has won a lot of these races as of late, won Dover and Darlington, 50 points behind coming into tonight's event. Salmon Oskins in the 75, starting on the pole. A great opportunity for him to possibly take the points lead away from Vincent Leff alongside the 74. Alex Rampas in the 74 this week instead of Joe Rutkowski. Skylar Taylor to the inside of Rutkowski in the 77. Philip Torres and Angel Gutierrez moving over to Hairgel Motorsports for this race. At the 83 machine is Avery Alford once again and Trey Bartow in the 80. Mason Brown in the number 4 to the inside of the 01 of Priya McShane. Cole Raymond in the 7 to the inside of Bruno Diacomo. 02 is Roy Ribbleton once again, and the 00 is Will Parrish. 05 of Luna Lona to the inside of Josh Harmon in the 78. 96 is Benny Moore to the inside of Emily Bull, and then the 07 is Dale Johnson II this week, and Jim Vincent is in the 33. 25 laps here in North Wilkesboro. Let's get these guys rolling off. And we'll go ahead and get these guys to finally roll off here. Sam and Oskin starting on the pole. But Nathan, who do you think is going to go to victory lane here tonight at the North Wilkesboro Speedway?
Well, with this being a short track and a short race, only 25 laps around this race, track distance is going to be very important, and I think it's going to be on number 85 for Philip Torres getting the job done here tonight.
And he's in a good position there, starting 5th. That inside lane's where you want to be. Of course, a very unique racetrack. This is a pretty high-speed short track as well. Get about the same lap times here as we do at Martinsville, but regardless of the fact, it's going to be tight in the standings once we're done here, and we're part of Indy 250 week. We started earlier on in the week, and we're leading up to the biggest race next Saturday. Well, we're green flag in the Wawa Sprint Series at North Wilkesboro. And we'll see what ends up going on in this race. Great jump there out of Sam Adowskin. Skylar Taylor right behind him there. Alex Rampas there in the 74, trying to get the outside lane to work to his advantage. First, he was up front, almost advanced on at Darlington. We got 3 wide back here. Rutkowski getting shuffled out of line. And he's falling back a little bit there in the 77, but everyone gets through the first lap of the race.
Boy, oh boy, 3 wide is very tight at North Wilkesboro. It's a very narrow short track, kind of like Martinsville and some others being a very tight track. And oh my goodness, the Ripple machine with a slide job almost.
Yeah, Mason Brown really loose there on the inside lane. Of course, this is a very unique short track as you go up a little bit of an incline and then down a little bit of an incline down the front and back straightaways. And that definitely affects the grip on these race cars here, but they keep it clean for now. Skylar Taylor and the 45 looking to close in here on Sam and Oskin for the race lead. Alex Rampas in the transfer position right now. Here's Philip Torres in 3rd, and then Avery Alford still going for his first career win on the channel, running there in the 5th position. But Taylor, 1 at Bristol, 1 at Martinsville. This is a short track, and Taylor's been doing such an excellent job on these short tracks, looking for their 3rd win of the season.
Oh, if only I knew that, maybe I should have picked this number 45 of Skylar Taylor. Might have to watch out for that 45 machine, but might have to watch out for Alex Wampus in the 74 instead of normally Joe Rutkowski side by side with 3rd here, and 74 is going to take it.
And Philip Torres is going to fall back to the 4th position. Alfred's still there in 5th, and then you have Angel Gutierrez in 6th. Mason Brown, Cole Raymond, Trey Bartow, and Luna Lona ahead of Bruno Diacomo, and that is not good for the 40 machine, trying to close in on Lona for that last transfer spot, but that 05 of Luna Lona doing an excellent job here as another switch back here as Skylar Taylor still trying to get to Sam and Oskin here for this race win. Now, Oskin's only won once in the Sprint Series so far that came at Texas in this very machine, but then Oskin also went to victory lane in the Wawa Cup Series at Dover, so he's going to be part of the Wawa Winners Showdown on Tuesday, next Tuesday, and he will be driving the 75 in that race for Appalachian Motorsports. Meanwhile, Gutierrez getting around Avery Alford here. I love the racing that we get here in North Wilkesboro. These guys slide around, and, you know, we get a lot of passing for a short track here. I'm absolutely excited for the Southern States 400 on Friday night when we got all 40 drivers in the field here. And the 45 is Skylar Taylor, wants to be part of that race, and he wants to get this race victory, and he's to the inside of Oskin for the top position on lap 9. Gonna take it right away as around goes Gutierrez. Philip Torres hard on the wall, and a massive shot there with Mason Brown. Cole Raymond caught up, and Avery Alford as well. Just as Skylar Taylor took the race lead, more contact between Rebelton and Mason Brown. They're not happy with each other. And Bruno Diacomo also got caught up in this as well in the 40 machine. And more contact there. Jim Vinson left just tapped the 7. And just to your point there, Nathan, such a narrow racetrack here in North Wilkesboro. No room for those guys to go. And so many drivers caught up in this accident on lap number 10.
Once they started wrecking, with this being a narrow racetrack, only 3 lanes, maybe 4, but most likely only 3. We saw it happen like the track was essentially blocked for the most part, and just they couldn't stop wrecking. And I feel bad for the 85 of Torres. I jinxed him. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough break for Philip Torres. And you got to think, Torres is kind of close to that cutoff as well, 23 ahead coming into this race. But Bruno Diacomo was also caught up in that accident in the 40, and it looks like Diacomo may be out of the race as well. Priya McShane caught up in that. 33 machine of Jim Vinson Lev also caught up in that one as well. Diacomo's going to get back out there. Cole, my goodness. More contact there. So many guys caught up, and This is one of those places. It's difficult to avoid a wreck here in North Wilkesboro, and we have seen that so many times in the past, and we saw it right there. Well, Skylar Taylor took the lead back away from Samet Ozkin right before that happened, so they're going to lead us to the green flag once we get back to racing. But first, let's see what happened to bring out the caution here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway in the Wawa Sprint Series. Well, this is what happened here between Airgel Motorsport teammates. Angel Gutierrez slid right into Philip Torres. Wow. Just took him right out. And Torres could not save it. Hard into the inside wall right there. You got all these guys that are coming behind, trying to avoid it. Torres then gets into Mason Brown here. Completely sideswipes the 4 and then gets blanketed by the 7 of Cole Raymond. Avery Alford has nowhere to go here. Actually, he avoids it, though. And that was the initial part of the accident. Roy Ribbleton, then, I think, is coming through here. And I don't know, he gets into somebody. Oh, yeah, Mason Brown in the 4. These two guys get into it here. You see right here, that's 0-2. Wow, this came right through there behind the 07 and completely took out Mason Brown. And then Cole Raymond did not anticipate that happening. Got right into the 4, and then Bruno Diacomo there as well. Oh, and then it was Priya McShane and Jim Vincent left who got into the 7. And like you said, Nathan, it's just a narrow racetrack here. Thankfully, our leaders avoided Cole Raymond there in the 7, but not at all what Raymond needed, sitting only 25 ahead of the cutoff. That was interesting. Lots of stuff going on there, but Skylar Taylor still the race leader. Let's replay that in real time.
Here we go off of turn number 4. Teammates got into each other once again, and I'm in the booth on the short grass. Mason Brown nowhere to go. The 7 of Cole Raymond nowhere to go. And then that's not it. That's the first part of it. Second part of it, I don't know what went down right there. Mason Brown again. The 7 of Cole Raymond again. And it's still not done. Actually, I think they might be done. No, we're not done.
McShane yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Vincent
they just kept on clapping. And the pace car got involved as well.
Good thing the pace car can drive through everybody. Yeah, that was a moment, no doubt about it. Tough break for all those guys involved. Going to take out 6 drivers. Bruno Diacomo also going to be knocked out of the race. But Skylar Taylor with a great opportunity getting their 3rd win of the season. Let's see what they can do on the restart here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. We're back here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. It'll be 10 laps to go when we restart. I think a 5-lap caution period here on this racetrack. And you see Bruno Diacomo in the 40. He just blew up. His day is done. Out of the race. Diacomo, Priya McShane, Mason Brown, Jim Vincent left, Philip Torres, and Cole Raymond. Only 14 drivers left in the field after that one. They're led by Skylar Taylor. You got Sam Oskin, Alex Rampas, Trey Bartow, Luna Lona there in 5th. That's good news for her, trying to pull away from Diacomo. Dale Johnson the 2nd, Avery Alford, Jim Vincent left, Benny Moore, and Joe Rutkowski the top 10. A lot of guys have damage from that accident. Here we go, 10 to go on the short track in Western North Carolina. And a good jump there for Taylor, but running it up the racetrack, here comes Oskin trying to take that lead back away, but an orderly restart there throughout the field.
One thing I was going to say before we had our first caution of the night is that some of these guys were running that second lane, trying it out. Might see that in the main race, and why would I say that? Taylor's trying that second, almost 3rd lane. Not really sure how well that will really work out, as here comes Oskin trying to get to the inside for the race lead.
And Alex Rampas, how about this driver right here? Only 3rd start of the season, getting into his teammate there. Hey, we saw that at Martinsville. Remember that, Nathan?
Oh yeah.
That was a moment right there. It's playing out a lot like Martinsville. You got the 2 Appalachia cars trying to battle for second, while 45 leads, and it looks like another accident. 83 of Avery Alford just got sent around, and we're going to have ourselves another restart here at North Wilkesboro. So the 83, Avery Alford, getting spun after he was running a little bit further up than he is right now. That's a tough break for him right there. So now a restart going to commence here for the 2nd time, and it will probably be the last time of the night. Alex Rampas is now 2nd looking to possibly steal this win away from Skylar Taylor. Oskin there in third, and then the 0-5 of Luna Lona in fourth with Trey Bartow just outside the transfer position here. These guys trying to figure out where they belong on the racetrack. You got Will Parrish still in this race, Emily Bull, Roy Ribbleton, and then Avery Alford losing a lot of ground right there. So here we go. Let's see what happens to bring out the second caution of the night and then get to the last restart of the night here in the Wawa Sprint Series at North Wilkesboro. Gonna replay this just once. Thankfully, it was a single car incident here, but Roy Ribbleton. A little too much sauce into the corner. And Avery Alford getting spun around there in the 83, triggering the second yellow of the night. Yikes, this is going to be interesting here. Alex Rompus barely edged out his teammate Salmon Oskin for second. He's going to have an opportunity here on Skylar Taylor for the race win. Let's see what they do on the restart here at North Wilkesboro. Back here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway, we will restart with 2 laps to go here on the Wawa Sprint Series. These short tracks, they've been interesting for the Wawa Sprint Series. We've had by far the most amount of cautions on these short tracks this season for these guys, and definitely the case here tonight. Skylar Taylor, though, looking to win all 3 of these true short tracks that we have before the chase cutoff. And Taylor definitely in a great position to make that chase cutoff. Alex Rompus is second. He's nowhere near that cutoff. Pretty much doesn't have an opportunity, but an opportunity at a race victory right here. And then you got the 75 of Salmon Oskin in third, Luna Lona, and Trey Bartow. Here we go, 2 to go at North Wilkesboro. Will Taylor be able to hold him off?
Old-fashioned green light checker gonna end in less than a minute here. Taylor out front. I think it's gonna be these top 4 making it into the show. Unfortunately, Ball's not gonna get there in time. White flag is out for Taylor, trying to go 3 for 3 on the short track.
Alex Rampa is going to be the only driver who has an opportunity getting to this 45 here at North Wilkesboro. He's going to have to make the move right here. Luna Lona trying to get it on Oskin for third. It looks like it's going to be Luna Lona, Salmon Oskin, Alex Rumpus, and Skylar Taylor. Here comes the 74 to the inside. Contact made in the wall. Taylor wins. Rumpus does get second. And then Luna Lona and Salmon Oskin advance on. That was tight right there. But Skylar Taylor, third win of the season. And third win of the season in the 45, the 4th win for this car, and Josh Williamson, the owner of this team at Trinity River Racing. Ooh, that was exciting. This place is something else. We had some good races here back in the day, and I wonder why I took it off the schedule. Probably because it is keep wrecking. We'll definitely turn the strength down for the Cup race. I think we need to do that because these guys were a little edgy here tonight. But Skylar Taylor gets it done again on the short track. 3rd win of the season. First driver to win 3 races this season. And with that, I think Taylor is going to take the points lead here in the Wawa Sprint Series. Alex Rumpus in 2nd, Luna Lona in 3rd, and Salmon Oskin. Those 4 drivers will be racing on Friday night in the Southern States 400 in the Wawa Cup Series. And take a look at the rest of the results right there. Tough break for Bruno Diacomo. Luna Lona is going to really pull away a little bit right here. Dale Johnson II finished 8th. Solid run for him. Kind of all over the place. And Nathan, after what you saw here tonight, what do you think we're going to see in the 15th race of the season in the Wawa Cup Series on Friday night?
Well, being the halfway point on the season, if the Sprint Series race was anything of an indication, then we might be in for a fantastic one to get out of North Wilkesboro. Hopefully not quite as much carnage, but who knows. This is a short track and a tight short track, but hopefully we can have another crazy finish like we saw right there. Oh man, what a finish.
Definitely a great one here from the North Wilkesboro Speedway. And we get to do it for 100 laps on Friday night in the Southern States 400. Well, tomorrow, Indy 250 week continues. We got the Grand Prix of Indianapolis over in the Haas IndyCar Series on the Indianapolis Road Course. And then we'll see you guys Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for the main Indianapolis 250 practice with all 36 drivers. Southern States 400 in the Wawa Cup Series Friday night at 8. And then the first day of Indy 250 qualifications on Saturday, May 20th at noon Eastern Time. Of course, all leading up to the Indianapolis 250, Saturday, May 27th at noon Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Thanks to Nathan Stableman for joining me here for this race here tonight. And congratulations to Skylar Taylor on their race victory here at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Here are the point standings in the Wawa Sprint Series after 15 races. 5 races to go until the cutoff. And we will see you guys next week at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sign-ups for Charlotte coming up at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here on AG, the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you guys later.